Sure. Just shoot Toreurkral a message real quick. You know, my stream probably is hard to see for people. Because I've got it stretched across dual monitors. So it's like a ribbon in the middle of the screen. And then tons of information. That's alright though. It'll make it really hard for people to watch my stream and see the information I'm reading. Because it's hard for me to read. Ah. Yeah. I just did something dumb. If he's not here in about 5 minutes, we will move forward. Which will be crappy, but hopefully that didn't make things go wonky for you folks. I just rescaled everything to make it a little easier to see and read, so I gotta readjust things. Yeah, if you don't like the size of the buttons and stuff, if you type slash scale UI space and then any number between 50 to 200, it'll scale it by 50% to 200%. Yeah. I just rescaled my UI, so my whole client is kind of buggy now. And it's not fun. I shouldn't have done that, but alright. There we go. Yeah. All this trouble. I scaled things up by 5% and it's making me take like 10 minutes to work. I think Toreurkral is on his way. Yeah, you guys don't have all the menus I have, so when I rescaled mine, I need to fix like 13 different menus. That happens. NPCs. It was just difficult to read. I got Tuvark's attention. That or he just came back because he knew at the time. Bernie Sanders connected to Open Chat. That's funny. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, he lost track of time. All right, so make link shareable. Make link shareable. You guys should see two pins right underneath Harry, who's the mustache guy. Yep. And that's all in the forums, but just something to read while we wait. Yeah. So that's the initial background that I posted for the campaign that was part of the recruitment. And then the journey so far is that 10-point quiz summary with the... I sorted your answers wrong, so the description is a little off by who said what, which there's a note at the bottom of that. But while we wait on Toreurkral. It looks like he jumped into TeamSpeak. Should be on shortly. Hello. Not a problem. Alright, so you are loading in, it looks like. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. I can. That's Tuvark's. Yes, Hack's typing in the chat is all. I was responding to that. But yes, I can hear you. Right on. I would use that, but unfortunately my hands are going to be busy typing and stuff. Yeah, I've got hotkeys on hotkeys. Unfortunately. Otherwise, if I was a player, it'd be different, and I'd do that. What was that? He shouldn't. Yeah, you've got like a bearded guy on my screen. Huh. Well, You should be able to grab him and reset his portrait in the character section, and as long as you just pick, drop that your picture that's linked on your profile into the portraits folder inside Fantasy Grounds, you should be able to select it and overwrite that, I think. And then it should show for you. But for all of us, it shows a close-up headshot of the portrait you gave me on the forum. Alright, so does anyone need assistance with anything before we start? I can't either. And Nate messaged me about 2 hours ago. He's in Southeast Asia. He's at an event, and he said he will be a little late. So we're going to start without him. And DMB is out in the wilderness with no internet, the poor bastard. So Harry is one of my pre-mades that I'm going to be using next weekend. He's a battle mage. He's going to fill DMB's role until he gets internet at his workplace. This is a 5-foot grid, and I ran into an issue with, there's a layers thing, which Wolf will be familiar with this. In map tools, you can set layers for background objects, hidden, and tokens. There's an extension for this, but it's not supported with hex grid, and it was messing with my maps. I can use an extension to drop objects in a different layer so that they don't interact with tokens. For right now, I don't need objects. Later on, I'm probably going to have to switch to square grids because that extension does not support a hex grid and it errors like crazy. So, in the event that changes on other maps, that's why. Rolling, okay. So I've forgotten how to target things, and apparently your combat tracker doesn't have the options mine does. So I think I can manually set you to target people, but it's I guess you guys can't do that like I can. Alright. And this always, I remembered, this always sets my units to have less hit points than they should, which is balls. Alright, so, that's right. So just drag your dice and drop it on the target's head. Okay. Alright, so you folks have been adventuring together for 3 weeks, and you have buried your dead, you have almost lost Kurt to a trap, which you can read all about that in the journey so far on that little green stick, which is also in the forums. You guys went over that. So you come to this stairway, and you've walked down it together, and you are at the entrance to a room inside a complex, which opens up, and there's a pillar in front of you, and it's dark. And with your marching order we need to go over, and I've set you guys up in a logical formation, which you guys discussed before. But before we get started, there is a, inside the party formation, party sheet, there's a formation thing. And it is the I with 3 people right under the X that'll close this program if you want to open it. Order. So, I don't know if you guys can see all this, but you should be... Tuvarks. There's a yellow cross in the bottom right corner. Click and grab that, and then drag to the lower left-hand corner, and you should see the party. But that's just Fog of War. On the map